So, KJ, your article of March 1st this year that can be found in Counterpunch is frightening, but that's what you do. You write frightening articles. And so the title is After Ukraine, US Readies Transnational Kill Chain for Taiwan Proxy War. And in it, you start off talking about something called Link 16. So could you start by talking about what this kill chain is and then why Link 16 is so important and how much it's costing the US taxpayer? And then we'll just reach out and talk about just about anything.
Or just give us kind of the backdrop to how this has all come about.
Yeah, first I want to apologize if I sound alarmist or if I sound like I'm trying to frighten anybody. But, I'm simply calling it as I see it. I see the place happening and I'm calling it as I see it. And I think that there's really, really dangerous escalations happening. They're not getting any better. Nothing is, de-escalating. And I think it's really important for us, at least those of us in the peace community who care about the future, to be aware of what is happening. I think, that's, and then regarding Link 16 and the kill chain, the term, and it's not my term, it's not my language, it's the Pentagon's language, they refer to it as a transnational kill chain. That's what they're preparing for China. And Link 16 is the key element. It's what's called a tactical data link. It allows militaries to communicate with each other and with other militaries. Essentially, it allows, for example, if you have radar located in one place, you can send that information to, the rear where it gets processed, and then that can send messages out to missile and, Air Force and other tactical and operational troops, and they all coordinate. It's a little bit like this. When you buy your smartphone, it's just an expensive paperweight until you put the SIM card in it. When you put in the SIM card, then it becomes something that can do all kinds of things. Link 16 is like putting the SIM card into a military. Essentially, it allows the entire military to communicate with itself, all of its sensors, all of its radars, all of its battle tactical, operational, it gives a complete and total tactical and operational map of the battlefield, of the theater of war. And the reason why it's important why Link 16 is significant is that it is the NATO tactical data network. In other words, it allows Taiwan's military to be connected to the US military, to South Korean military, to Japanese military, to Australian military, to European NATO military. And so they all get the same common tactical and operational picture, and they can wage war together. This is why I say that it's very dangerous, and it shows how advanced the plans are for war. Just as the United States was planning to bring Ukraine into NATO, and that continual escalation led to the Ukraine war, and they did give Link 16 to Ukraine as well. The same thing is happening right now for Taiwan Island. In other words, Taiwan is fully in the process of being turned into the next Ukraine. There is a set of alliances that are being built that look like an Asian NATO, which is preparing for war, as they say, preparing a transnational kill chain. And the US and Taiwan has just elected its own Zelensky. That person is William Lai.